What's going on, guys? It is Shay here. Welcome back to another video. And today, everybody, welcome back to another tier list. It has been a minute ever since I've done a tier list like this, with me just being on a PC recording it like this. I haven't done like this in probably, I think if I'm correct, like years. Like recording it on my computer, with webcam and all. It's been like years ever since I've done it in this style. And the last tier list video that I made, if I'm correct, was on Gorillaz' self-titled album tier list, which I will, of course, keep doing more of their albums. I might do their albums out of order, which is bad, I know, but I kind of want to do let's say episodes, their albums out of order. Mostly because they have more albums than System, so yeah. But today, everybody, we're going to be, instead of doing Gorillaz, we're going to be doing System of a Down's self-titled album. We're going to be putting, of course, ranking all of these songs. And most of these songs, I'm going to say a disclaimer, most of these songs are not even going to be close to even going into a C. I'm going to say System of a Down's self-titled album is my all-time favorite album from System. It's just the most raw album out of all of them. It doesn't really have like a refined sound, like a specific sound in there. Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and jump straight into this, man, because I do want to do another tier list video later on today. So I don't want to waste too much time on this. So with that being said, let's begin. So I didn't really know that there weren't that many System of a Down tier lists. It's either you're ranking all the albums, which would literally be like a 1-minute video, or it's like things that aren't even relating to System of a Down. It just pops up. I don't know how, but yeah, we have everything here now. And this is a tier list with pretty much every song from their discography. And because of that, if I'm correct, then that means that the technical B-sides, if I'm correct, which, not even B-sides, but, the songs released in the Japanese edition of their self-title should be in here. Okay, I guess I'm mistaken. But anyway, just going to jump straight into this, dude. I'm wasting a little time here. So, yeah. First song we have here is Sweet Pea. The first song of the album, or of their self-titled album. So, Sweet Pea. This song, what a way, I should point out, what a way to start off an album, or to start off a discography. Well, in terms of album-wise, what a way to start off a discography. This album is this song is pretty damn good. We're gonna put Sweet Pea, and I see that we have an F tier here, but we can go ahead and exclude this because no song is probably not even going anywhere down here either. Sweet Pea, it's an okay song, but it's definitely not my favorite from the album. The next song that we have here is No. No is, I will say, it is more likely, I don't have a least favorite song really from System, but No is probably my least favorite song from their self-titled. I'm not saying it's a bad song at all. It's actually a very fun song to sing, and it's also a very fun song to play on guitar. Even though I don't really play it. I play it on ukulele. And No also has, I think, if I'm correct, one of the most simplest System of a Down, riffs, or it's one of the easiest System of a Down songs to learn. It's very easy to learn. I think Darren has said before, I think before he warms up before a recording session for a song, or for, a live show, he would run through, the riff of No. But No is a very interesting song. It kind of reminds me of Darts a little bit, because they kind of sound a little similar to what the lyric, or the lyrics kind of sound very similar to whatever they're saying. But yeah, No is a pretty good song though, but as I said, it's not my favorite song off the album. If I had to choose a least favorite, No is probably going to be my least favorite. So that's going to go at, oh my god, I don't even want to put it in the C tier. Fuck it, put it in the B tier. Wait, fine, okay, final answer, B tier. So the next song that we have here is Sugar. So Sugar is, of course, the one song from System of a Down that pretty much got them got them on the map a little bit. The song was insanely popular back in the late 1990s. I think it was even insanely popular even before, their self-titled album came out. But Sugar is an interesting song. I do know when I actually started getting into System of a Down, Like Sugar is what really propelled me to go even forward with their music. D Devil was, of course, what got me into was pretty much what got me into them. Um, but Sugar kind of pushed the envelope a little further. So yeah, but Sugar is a damn good song. It's not one of my favorites. I kind of overplayed it from time to time, and it's also one of System of a Down's easiest songs to learn. I know how to do this riff very easily on a guitar. Like it's very easy. But yeah, Sugar is a pretty decent song. That's gonna go up here in the A tier. The next song that we have here is Suggestions, which is of course the fourth song off the album, and is also one of my favorite songs off of their self-titled. And I'm not sure what the song is supposed to be about. I've listened to Suggestions quite a lot, but I still don't really know what they're talking about. It sounds like like a battleship, in battle, and getting close to the end of the song is kind of like the battleship finally um you know is finally down, where they're all about to die and everything. I don't fucking know, dude. That's the way I interpret it, and it might be that. I ain't sure, but we're gonna go ahead and just put Suggestions up here into this good old S tier. The next song that we have here is Spiders, which was the second song that also got System of a Down on the map. Spiders is, I think, it's one of the more slower paced songs off of the album. If not the slower one, if not the only slow paced song off the album. It's a little bit more slower paced, and hence why its demo name was Slow. Um, because it was a slower song than most of the other songs that he had on the album at the time. And Spiders is like a nice little melody, like a nice little break from the first four songs off the album, which were all like intense and aggressive. And this is a little, I guess, pit stop for a little calm session. Um, and yeah, Spiders is very, very, not I wouldn't say very fun, but it's very soothing to sing. I don't know why it is. I mean, I don't usually go to a song for comfort or anything, but I can easily see some people potentially going to the song for comfort. Um, but yeah, Spiders is a very calming song. And of course, this is not going down here or anything. However, though, I will say in my tier list, No and Spiders are like at the somewhat very bottom, even though they're not even though I'm not saying the songs suck or anything. But Spiders, very good song. I will say very melodic as well, because as I said, it's a step away from the intensity on the album. So the next song that we have here is D Devil, which is my favorite song off of their self-titled, and one of my all-time favorite System of a Down songs, like, ever. I love D Devil so much. As I said earlier on in the video, D Devil was the song that pretty much got me into System of a Down. First, it was Chicken Stew from System, but now it's D Devil. Like, or at the time, it was Chicken Stew, because I'm like, okay, this song's kind of weird sounding. And then it became D Devil. I don't know. D Devil just, I don't know. D Devil has that kind of like, I don't know. It has that kind of like I guess goofy sounding thing. I don't know what the song is about. Like, I love the song to fucking death, but I don't know what the song's about, which is really funny. But D Devil is a damn good song, and it really needs to be appreciated more, because from what I know, nobody likes D Devil. Nobody likes the song. Very few people, including myself, like the song. Like, I fucking love D Devil with all my heart, dude. So you already know this is going at a definite S tier. So the next song that we have here is Soil. Soil is the first song where I kind of know what's even what Serge is singing about. Apparently, Soil is about well, it can be not even interpreted, but I think it's outright a song about how how I think some people deal with the loss of a friend who killed themselves. Or I think it's also about, from Serge Tankian's personal experience on how his friend killed himself or something like that. I think that's what happened. And then of course, that could of course translate to what other people may be feeling like when their friend, like if a friend really close to them kills themselves or just dies. It doesn't have to be like, them committing suicide. It can just be them just dying. But Soil is also, in my opinion, has probably one of System of a Down's best guitar solos on it, which is at the very end of the song. It's only like 5 seconds, but Well, actually, you do also have the guitar solo in like the middle of the song. That one's longer, of course. I like the ending one better. So, Soil is a pretty okay song, though. This is gonna, of course, go right here in an A tier. So the next song that we have here is War. War is it's kind of like the meaning of the song is right there in your face. Like it's about like how pretty much war is like what is pretty much war about? What is war like? It's kind of obvious on what the song is about. Like if you listen to the lyrics and all that, and just understand like like what Serge is singing about, it's kind of obvious from what war is about. But War is gonna go in over here at an A tier. So the next song that we have here is Mind, which is System of a Down's longest song, and what I consider to be, and what a lot of people consider to be, System of a Down's heaviest song. I don't know why, dude. Mind, like a lot of people don't like the song either because it's for one, it's too long and it's I think too weird, not weird in that way, but it's some people. I think it's mostly because people say it's too long. Clocking in at about 6 minutes and 16 seconds, it is indeed Systems' longest song. I think with either Holy Mountains or Lost in Hollywood coming in second or third place, or second and third place. But Mind, I love this song so much, dude. The creepy bass line in the beginning of the song is what really kicks the song off. Um, and Mind is apparently a song about, I think, government mind control, hence the name, well, hence why the song is named Mind. And it could also, and I think it's also from what people are interpreting the song as how, like people who were SA'd when they, like, which is SA'd in general, like, sexually assaulted, and they're told to keep their mouths shut. And I also consider Mind to be one of System of a Down's darkest songs because it just has that fucking feeling. And I also think that a lot of anger was put into Mind for some reason. Like it just sounds such an angry song, man. And I think it's meant to be that way. Like Mind is such an angry song, which I really like. And I've sang the song multiple times before too, man. And I usually go pretty fucking insane when I sing the song. So Mind is definitely, of course, going in an S tier. So the next song that we have here is People. I should also point out Mind transitions into People, and if I'm correct, it is the only song on their self-titled that transitions into the next song. But People, I don't know if many people know this, but People was pretty much a song about getting high. Because I mean, hell, if you listen to the lyrics, you have when your stars are baked and your rivers fly, do you ever believe you were stuck out in the sky? Like it's kind of obvious from what the song is talking about. Like this is kind of something, or I imagine this is what. And I'm friends with stoners, by the way. I know one of you guys are looking at me right now. Like I'm friends with a lot of stoners. I'm not necessarily a lot, but I'm friends with stoners. So I imagine this is what goes through their head sometimes. Like the lyrics of People. This is like what goes through their head and all that stuff. Like scenarios like that. I always picture what they like. What the lyric, like from the lyrics, I always picture what they're saying, like in my mind, what I imagine that would look like. I don't know. It's just a really funny song to me. But People definitely also has a very horror movie-esque kind of vibe to it. I don't know why. Like the opening riff to the song, it has uh, a very horror movie-esque like vibe to it. So People is definitely going up here. Fuck it, let's put it right there. Because I might have a couple more songs reserved in here. So the next song that we have here is Q-Bird. If I'm correct, this Q-Bird, from the way this is, it is apparently meaning cube root. I am not sure. This is what some person on Reddit told me, but I'm not sure. But Q-Bird, I actually thought it meant about. I actually thought Q-Bird was about the the 1982 arcade game. That's why I always thought Q-Bird was meant. I don't really know what Q-Bird is about, but I really do love the song. Also, Q-Bird is apparently the most underrated song, or considered to be the most underrated song off of their self-titled, and is, I think, to me, from what I know, one of System of a Down's least liked songs. I won't say it's their most hated, but I think a lot of people don't like Q-Bird. I mean, hell, and on Spotify, it's the least played song off of their self-titled. But Q-Bird, I don't know, dude. Q-Bird is a very addicting song to listen to. And for that, there's nothing else that needs to be said about this song. It's a not even criminally underrated. It's a very underrated song, and it really needs to be appreciated more. So you already know where that's going. The next song that we have here is Darts, which is the second to last song off of their self-titled album. Now, Darts, I don't know why, dude. Between Mind and Darts, those are two of their heaviest songs off of their self-titled. Darts just has more of that heavy metal-esque kind of feeling. And Darts is a fun fact, but when I was first getting into System, I do know, like, I always thought Darts was an overrated song, or was a song liked by a lot of people. Apparently, Darts is an underrated song. Well, you know, when I started getting more into the fandom, apparently Darts is a relatively underrated song. Not many people like Darts for whatever reason. But yeah, Darts, I don't really know what Darts is about. I don't know. I don't know what it's about, man. Um, but yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and just, you already know we gotta put this out, dude. I gotta put this, of course, up here. I think Darts and my actual tier list is, I think, in like 4th place. But I think Cubert, what the fuck is in front of it? I don't know. I'm just gonna put, we're just gonna arrange it like this, okay? No. Arrange it like this. Yeah, there we go. And the last song that we have here is Plug, which I think stands for Politically Lying Unholy Cowardly Killers, which is the last song off of their self-titled. That's if you don't count their Japanese version or the deluxe version of their self-titled. Plug, it's a blatant song about, you know, the Armenian genocide. I think War was, I think, more of a starter for that, and then Plug really brought the whole meaning of that in a lot more. But Plug, it's a song about, you know, a genocide. I mean, if you listen to the song, you'll know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. But yeah, but you already know where Plug goes. Plug, of course, goes up here. This is also what I also consider to be maybe System of a Down's. There's a lot of angry songs from System. Plug is definitely one of them. Because it hits home with, if not every member of System. Like, you know, they all, well, most of them, if I'm correct, were born. I know Serge was born in Lebanon, but I forgot where he was raised. I don't know if he was raised in Lebanon, but you know, they're all Armenian. They're all part Armenian. So of course, this all, I would imagine, you know, would be a song that they would give it their all on, or what I would think. But yeah. So there you have it. I don't know if I made much sense in this tier list. It's been quite a while since I've done one of these, and I really don't know what to say for a lot of these songs. Like, they're just really good. I don't really know what much to say about all this stuff. So yeah, that pretty much about does it for my System of a Down self-titled album tier list. And I don't know, I'm pretty sure nobody cares, but I actually do have their self-titled album on a CD. I swear. I have ran this fucking thing through my CD player God knows how many times. I've ran this through my CD player probably over 20 times, man. I love their self-titled album so much. I love it. But yeah. So with that pretty much ends this video. And if it isn't obvious, I love a lot of underrated songs from a lot of artists and a lot of bands. I love a lot of underrated songs because the underrated songs usually sound better than their most popular, which is of course hence why you know, some of their most underrated songs are in S tier. So with that being said, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. If anybody has any objections on my tier list, I would really like to hear it. So with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.